Okay, you ready to start the video? Tonight's book is Benji, fastest dog in the West.
Like this. Teddy dog.
No, you need to come over here. Come on. Come on. Hey.
Pen.
All right, come on.
Blankie.
Blankie. Just like this. Blankie, of course. Blankie.
That's my blankie.
Hey, will you do Dad a favor? Will you go grab the remote there? You see it? Go, hurry up, because we're on video. The remote for the lights. Right there, you see it. Very good, thank you. Bring it here. Thank you. That's a very, oh, thank you. Very good boy. Okay, sorry. Oh. Dad's trying to get you in bed. Right, real quick, so I don't miss any of the matches because Revolution is tonight for AEW. It's a lot of fun. Wrestling's cool. Wrestling is cool. Okay, let's listen to Benji, fastest dog in the West. Okay. As soon as Cindy opened the back door, Benji and Tiffany scampered outside. Paul, Cindy said, it's time for the morning Sweetie Petey chase. You're just going to have to follow along on this. I have no idea what this is about. I haven't seen Benji in 30 years. Sweetie Petey was sunning herself on Mrs. Finster's fence, waiting for them as usual. Benji and Tiffany dashed over to her. Yow! Screeched Sweetie Petey, and the morning chase was on. I guess Sweetie Petey is the cat. The children, grinning, watched as the animals rushed down the street. I'm glad it's sunny for the rodeo today, said Paul. I wish the rodeo had a contest for running dogs, said Cindy. I'll bet Benji would be the fastest dog in Silver Creek. I know, right? Wait, that's Sweetie Petey right there. And that's Benji and that's Tiffany. Sweetie Petey. Yep. Drink your milk. Yep. The animals raced back past the children. Sweetie Petey scrambled up the nearest tree. She glared at the two dogs, who stood below, wagging their tails and panting in the shade. Mary, the housekeeper, set out a bowl of water. Benji and Tiffany trotted over for a quick drink. Mrs. Finster called, Come, Sweetie Petey, dear. It's time for your nap. The pretty white cat clambered down from the tree and scooted home. Miss Finster waved, Good luck at the rodeo, children. Dr. Chapman strolled in the yard. Hi, Daddy, said Paul. Benji just ran faster than he ever has. Dr. Chapman smiled. Are you and Cindy ready to do some fancy riding this afternoon? Yes, sir, laughed Paul. We've both been practicing very hard. After lunch, they piled into the car. The sun was hot when they arrived at the rodeo grounds. Mary opened the door and let Benji and Tiffany scramble past her. When everyone was out of the car, Paul looked around. Where are the dogs? There they are, answered Cindy, pointing her finger. Under that bush. Mary laughed. They know where it's cool and shady.
What is that?
That's Dr. Chapman, apparently. I have no idea who these people are.
What is that?
Just let me read. They'll be all right there, said Dr. Chapman. But the dogs weren't still for long. They wandered over to a large corral to look at the horses. Get along, little doggies, said a cowboy. You might scare the horses. Benji and Tiffany scooted off. See, it's a cowboy. You know that because of his hat and his vest and his pants and his lasso. They saw a man swinging a rope over his head. It snapped and twirled in loops around him. Benji and Tiffany barked playfully and tried to bite the rope. Shoo, the man laughed. I'll never be able to practice this away. That's Dabda's best cowboy voice.
Yeah.
Drink your milk. The crowd watching the rodeo cheered loudly. Benji and Tiffany ran over to look. They found a small space under a fence where they could look through and see the arena. It was a perfect spot for watching Paul and Cindy perform. A calf streaked across the arena. Paul rode after it. He roped the calf, jumped to the ground, and quickly tied the calf's feet together. Then Paul raised both hands over his head. A cowboy dropped the flag that marked Paul's time. It had taken Paul only 15 seconds. Soon Cindy appeared, riding a lovely young steer. He whirled and kicked, but Cindy held on tightly. A horn blared. Time was up. The crowd cheered. Cindy had ridden the steer for the whole 8 seconds without being thrown. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A cowboy on a huge Brahma bull shot into the arena. The angry animal bucked and snorted. The cowboy rode well, holding one arm up high. Then, unexpectedly, the cowboy was thrown. He fell head over heels onto the dirt.
Well, how many
That bull just tossed him plumb off of him. If you can let Dub Dub speak like a Kentuckian that he is. A clown came to his rescue. He wore baggy pants with red suspenders, and he waved a broom. The bull began to chase him while the cowboy ran to safety. That's a rodeo clown.
What is that?
Oh, look, a clown, squealed the tiny girl. She squeezed past a space in the stands and toddled into the arena. The bull watched her with angry eyes. Marty, come back here, screamed the little girl's mother. The frightened clown snatched up the child and started to run. The bull lowered his head and charged after them. In a flash, Benji was over the fence. Barking wildly, he dashed after the dangerous bull. Benji, cried Paul, where did you come from? Look at that rodeo clown. Look at that guy. He's silly, isn't he?
Yeah.
The bull heard Benji barking. Now there's someone new to chase. He charged after the brave little dog, but he was no match for Benji. Benji darted this way and that way. He dodged here and there, keeping the bull busy until the clown and the little girl were safe. Then Benji rushed back to the fence. He flipped himself over the top and landed safely next to Tiffany. Everyone ran over to Benji. You ran in the rodeo after all, exclaimed Cindy. Now I know you're the fastest dog in Silver Creek. The cowboy who had ridden the bull smiled. I've seen a heap of fast movement. I've never seen anything like that. He tied a first place ribbon around Benji's neck. Benji said with a grin, I know you're the fastest dog in the West. The end.
Mommy, try.
No, I'll let you try. Okay, go ahead. No. You gotta hold on to it. You want to tell them the story of Benji the fast? Would you please hold on to the book? Are you gonna tell the story, or are you just gonna look at the pages? The end. Okay. Well, you know what that time is.
Yeah.
What do we do? What do you do?
Bye-bye.
Show them. Show them your kisses. Show them you're blowing. Say night-night.
Night-night.
Okay.